well, turns out I didn't even need to evolve Wooper in order to teach it Waterfall. So, I'm gonna do that right now with that knowledge in hand. I wonder why I needed to evolve it. Well, oh well, I'm not complaining. At least that means less grinding for me. Wooper learned Waterfall. I'm just gonna take a look at my Apricorn box, and oh great, Aprijuice tutorial. I don't need to know that. I already been told this several times before. 21 black Apricorns, which are what I'll be using to catch Lugia. So, I'm going to head to Azalea and give all of those Apricorns to Kurt. One of the biggest improvements in Crystal was that you could give Kurt several of the same kind of Apricorns instead of just one, because in Gold and Silver you could only get one custom ball made per day, and you don't go far with just one ball, especially not against a legendary. So I just picked up a white Apricorn I probably won't ever need. So yeah, 21 balls for Lugia. I should be good with that, considering my odds with that are almost twice as good as with Dusk balls. Okay, 21 black Apricorns. So I'm gonna come back whenever I can. I'm doing this early because I'm gonna go do some dungeon crawling. First, I'm gonna head to Route 47 since now I can climb Waterfall, and since Cyanwood is the closest destination, that's where I'm going to be heading for. Route 47, for those who don't remember, is one of the two new routes introduced in Hard Gold, Soul Silver, which are past Cyanwood, and they're on the way to the. Those two guys aren't supposed to be here. What's going on here? The Safari Zone is not under construction. I own the place now, and what the hell is going on? And this woman's acting like it's open, but those two guys are there. And Safari Zone, up and running. What are those two guys doing there? I have absolutely no idea. Oh well. This doesn't matter that much. I can always just fly to the Safari Zone itself and go all the way around, all the way to Route 47. But seriously, I think I'm dealing with a major glitch in this game. These guys were not supposed to be there, I promise. They were supposed to be gone the second Baoba first called me to tell me that the Safari Zone was open. And you saw it when I went to the Safari Zone the first time. Those guys weren't there anymore, and now they're back. What's going on? Oh well, it's fortunate that I was able to fly past those bastards. Though if for some reason I couldn't get past and I needed it to show you something, I think I would have said screw it. I would have just added a cheat to walk through walls or something like that. I know I usually have a strict no cheating policy, but with a major glitch like that, if push ever came to shove, I would say screw that. I'm cheating. I need to show you guys all the content in the game as much as possible. And just gonna take a look here if they're still there. Yeah, they're still there. Let's come up behind them and can't talk to them from there. Wow! This is amazing! Go game! I guess I was sort of expecting a line along the lines of, what the fuck are you doing there? We're blocking the way. The Safari Zone isn't open. Except for the part where it is. Anyway, on Route 47, you can head down that ladder that I didn't go down the first time that I came here, because I told you guys there's nothing down there until you get access to Waterfall, and now that I have access to Waterfall, now is the time to check it out. There are two waterfalls down here that you can climb up. One leads to the only grass that's in this route, and the other one is for an item. I don't remember which item it is, but that's what we're going to learn rather soon. I wonder, can I kill a level 20 Onyx with Fly? This thing's got monstrous defenses, and it's not very effective, so I'm not expecting to kill it, actually. Ah, well, I figured as much. It's in the red. I came close enough, but oh well. Rock Tomb, super effective, and it only does 8 damage, which just goes to show how much Onyx's offense sucks ass. No, really, it has defense, and that's about it. It's actually quite fast for a rock ground slugger, but oh well. Now I'm gonna put Raikou in the lead since we're heading into a water-heavy area. And, yeah, while we get over to those waterfalls, I might as well tell you in the meantime that you remember that event, that Japanese Wi-Fi event involving Mewtwo that had a mystery move that they wouldn't reveal? Well, turns out the mystery move is Electro Ball. It's not that bad. It could have been a lot worse, but I don't see anyone using Electro Ball Mewtwo anytime soon. Reason for that is because, well, I can sort of understand where they're coming from. 130 base speed is very, very, very fast. Unfortunately, Mewtwo's only allowed in Ubers, where 90 base speed is considered very, very sluggish. So it's going to be very hard in the Uber metagame to get Electro Ball to a point where it's actually really powerful. And it's not to say that it's a bad move. Oh, hey, a wild Farfetch, and it's level 35 on top of that. Yeah, the levels in this area, considering you can only get to the tall grass after you have Waterfall, which is near the end of the game, well, that means the levels are going to be rather high here. And I always sort of find it funny when I find a Farfetch, because although it's not that rare nowadays, back in Generation 1, which was when many of us started playing the games, Farfetch'd was unbelievably rare. There was only one of them in red and blue, and you had to tolerate its nickname. It was only in yellow that you could get Farfetch'd in the wild, and thus you would have the ability to have those things without a nickname. So, wonder what they were thinking with that. But as I was about to say, when it comes to Electro Ball Mewtwo, it's really not that usable compared to Thunderbolt, let alone Thunder in the rain. Nonetheless, I can see where the idea comes from, and I'm not going to dismiss it as a downright crappy option. It could have been a lot worse. They could have given it Gyro Ball instead. Now that would have been stupid. In fact, doesn't it have Gyro Ball? I don't think so. Nah, it probably doesn't. But on to something else. I actually really like when you people tell me stories of really crappy AI decisions. The other day we had a bunch of Geodudes exploding in the face of nothing. And one of you guys told me about a story they had in the Battle Factory. And in that place, it's one-on-one battles, and the person was faced against a Mismagius. And near the end of the battle, the Mismagius used Memento. Now, if you don't remember what Memento is, it's a suicide move where you inflict significant stat drops on your opponent. So, yeah, basically, the AI committed suicide in a one-on-one battle. Oops! Seriously, there's no other word to explain that. The AI isn't even aware that it doesn't have any teammates to capitalize on Memento, so I honestly have no idea how the AI came to that decision, but then again, I say that often about bad AI decisions in general, but seriously, Memento in a one-on-one match. What the hell? I mean, maybe the game is programmed to use Memento on anything that has it when it has low HP, but how can it not distinguish the fact that it had no teammates left? That is just... No, there's no reasonable explanation for that, other than the programmer is fucked up. White Flute, this one, I believe, increases the random encounter rate for 1 step. Great. Anyway, we checked out both of the waterfalls here. One of them had that White Flute, the other had Tall Grass. So the other place where we can go now where there are waterfalls is Mount Mortar. So I'm just going to heal my team real quick because I'm going to need as much PP as I can muster for that. I already have the map open, so I shouldn't have any problems. And we're going to be exploring a new area of Mount Mortar today that we hadn't gone to before, obviously. Else there would be no point in coming back there. Okay, I'm gonna... No, you know, I'm gonna keep Raikou in the lead for now, because it's got Shadow Ball and Crunch to take out those rock types, and it's got Thunderbolt for everything else. Whoops! Wrong entrance! Wrong entrance! To get to the area where I want to go today, you need to take the middle entrance. If you remember, there's a ladder in that area that goes down to the basement. We visited a section of the basement last time, but we're going to try and get to the other one, which happens to be our next destination. The waterfall is going to take us to the top floor, which is entirely new. And at the end of the top floor, there's a ladder, sorry about that, that will take you to the middle floor. We explored part of it last time, but that ladder leads to the rest of it, the northern part. And in that section of the middle floor, there's another ladder that takes to the segment of the basement where we hadn't gone to yet. And the reason why we couldn't go there is because there was a strength boulder blocking the way in a way that essentially makes it a one-way passage. So the waterfall is right up there, and it's going to take us to the top floor. Now, at the end of this dungeon, we're going to fight the Karate Master, which has a couple of Hitmons, and when we defeat him, he's going to give me a... Oh, no, you gotta be kidding me. I forgot to leave room in my team for the Tyrogue that this guy's supposed to give me. Man, I've been awfully oblivious lately. Forget about this, forget about that. Every time I'm telling myself, okay, today's gonna be fine. Today I'm not gonna forget about anything. But today was not that day, I guess. Forgot to make room in my team for the Tyrogue. Though judging by the map that I have open in front of me right now, I'm probably not going to be able to make much leeway into this cave. In fact, I'm probably going to end up very close to where I am right now. So I'm just going to head over there. There's an item over there, and you can see a trainer up at the top of the screen. So... yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just finish this part and then go deposit something off-screen. And by the way, yes, as you've probably noticed, the levels in the top floor of Mount Mortar are much higher than in the rest of the dungeon. We got a level 32 Machoke right there, which made it a decent place to level up back in Gold, Silver, Crystal, back when there were no unlimited rematch things. Well, there were unlimited rematches, but you couldn't trigger them yourself. That's what I mean. Oh, isn't that guy the one that... oh, yeah, I remember now. If you remember, the first time I was here, I fought another one of those super nerds who lost his partner. Well, this is the partner in question. They were called Hugh and Marcus. I remember the other one calling me Hugh. And now I just got called Marcus. And on that note, level 39 Seadraw in a random cave like this. That's a bit high, but nothing I can't handle. But yeah, I wonder how they got lost, you know, so far away from each other. They're not even in the same area of the cave at all. Yeah, as he's saying, he got separated from his partner. And oh yeah, I remember... the other guy uses a Slowpoke, and he said that that this guy, Hugh, uses a Seadraw. Okay, Gengar in the lead since Raikou just leveled up. And yeah, seems like I was right. We're ending this video not far at all from where I said I'd be. That's probably going to be it for today. I don't think I'm going to be able to cram another random battle in this, so next time we're going to keep on exploring Mount Mortar, and probably not much else.